soil sampling should be part of your landscape survey. It's easiest to work with the conditions that are existing in the landscape, so you need to know what you have so you can select plants that'll match the soil characteristics. To take a soil sample, you need a tool such as a soil probe, or you could even use a shovel. And you want to get 6 inches deep, so you can use either one. This one has the inches marked out, so we'd have to go all the way to the handle. You also want to have a bucket because we want to get a representative sample of the entire area. And so we're going to take a bunch of samples and mix them together in the bucket. So for an area like this, we probably want about 10 to 15 samples. I'm going to have a nice representative sample because the soil is going to vary a little bit over this space. Now you want to also make sure to sample different areas in the landscape separately because lawn areas are going to have different nutrient needs and different pH requirements than garden areas. Now that I have my soil, I'm going to put it in a collection bag. Soil sample bags can be obtained from your county extension office, and you also return your samples there to be analyzed. Now we're going to conduct a routine test which measures the nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, and pH. You can have secondary and micronutrients tested as well. Usually we don't need that for a homeowner situation, but perhaps if you have a specific plant that you're trying to grow and you know its requirements, you might go ahead and have those tested. You can also have the organic matter content tested. For the homeowner, we're going to mark at the bottom whether it's coming from a lawn or a garden area. And the samples are sent into an analysis lab on the OSU campus, and then the results are going to be mailed back to you. It's important that you do not put your soil into a plastic bag and then put it in here. You want to put the soil directly in here because these samples are dried in an oven, and if the plastic's in there, it melts and causes all sorts of problems. You want to go ahead and mix all the cores that you took up so that you have a nice representative sample of the area. Now, soil sampling is important not just when we are establishing a new landscape, but anytime you put in a garden, you want to measure, sample the soil, and also before you fertilize throughout the season, have your soils tested every 2 to 3 years so that you know exactly what nutrients are needed. A lot of times we're putting out phosphorus or potassium when we really don't need them in the landscape. Well, I'm going to bring this soil sample to my county extension office.
Soil texture can have a large impact on drainage as well as nutrient content and pH. So it's important to get down close to your soils and get to know them a little bit. Sandy soils have a coarse texture and will feel gritty when you rub it between your hands. A clay soil has a very fine texture and feels rather smooth when you rub it between your fingers. And a silt soil is more powdery feeling. Now, most soils actually have a mixture of 2 or more different particles along with some organic matter. So do your best, take a close look, and try to get an idea of what your soil is composed of.